Hi, we're Alex's parents, and our daughter, Alex Scott, was diagnosed with neuroblastoma just a couple of days before her first birthday. Neuroblastoma is an infant cancer that can be very aggressive. But when we looked at Alex and how full of life she was and how healthy and happy she still seemed, we just couldn't imagine giving up on her. And that's when we started looking into experimental treatments and clinical trials that might give us some more time and hopefully a cure.
The treatment she got was radioactive iodine into her veins, and it went through her body and it attacked this type of cancer, neuroblastoma, that she had. And she got out of the hospital after 3 days. She was no longer radioactive and she could leave. And one of the first things that she said was that treatment worked. She actually said to Liz, I'd like to go shopping for a Christmas dress. And so that was a good sign, because before that she was just dealing with the pain all the time. And when we got out of the hospital, she was not on pain medication anymore.
So that was a huge moment for us to see how quickly Alex was helped by this treatment. And it was really the spark that led us to pursue further treatments for her. She was right. Her follow-up scan showed that her tumors had shrunk by quite a bit. And with her feeling so good, we knew there was a lot more that we could do. It was also around that time, shortly about 2 months after that treatment, that Alex started talking about having a lemonade stand so that she could help her doctors help kids the way they had helped her. And she thought, I guess as a 4-year-old could, that she would have a lemonade stand in our front yard. And instead of keeping the money, she decided she would donate the money to her hospital so they could help other kids. And that was the beginning of what seemed like a sweet and beautiful idea on Alex's part, but has turned into a national movement to cure childhood cancer. Alex did get access to new treatments that worked for her, and she actually had the 3 best years of her life after we started pursuing experimental treatments. She had one treatment in particular that worked for a full 1.5 years and got her down to minimal disease, and she was able to go to school. She learned how to read, she learned how to ride a bike, she played with her brother. She did all the things that a child should do in that time. She lived on those experimental treatments until she was 8, so about 4 years. And in that time, not only did she start her stand in our front yard, but she inspired people all over the country to do their own lemonade stands and to send their money in and to help her raise money to find a cure. And by the time she passed away, she had raised $1 million for pediatric cancer research. And today, we have continued her foundation in her memory, and it's really making a difference every day.
That first experimental treatment that Alex got, she wasn't the first kid to get it, but she was one of the earlier kids to get it, and they were trying to figure out what dose was the appropriate dose for kids and how often it should be given. And today, it's becoming a standard treatment for the type of cancer that she had. So Alex had a small part in that new treatment becoming a standard treatment for kids that followed her with neuroblastoma. So it's really gratifying to us to know that she took a part in helping other kids. And like Liz said, without that treatment, that first one, she wouldn't have started her lemonade stand movement.
Going back again to that front yard stand, we don't believe it would have been possible had we not decided to pursue some new treatments and to do all that we could, make the best choice for our family, to pursue more treatments for Alex.